factorize completely the expressions, we have been given some expressions a to h for which we are to factorize. But before we jump on them, let's consider these steps before we start solving. If you want to factorize any algebraic expression, there are general steps we need to consider. Then from there we know what to do. Now we check the number of terms in the expression. For these expressions given, there are 2 terms in each expression. And I've already discussed with you what terms are. So this is a term, this is also another term. After checking the number of terms here, for which we have seen that there are 2 terms, we check whether we can factorize a common factor out of the 2 expressions, or we check whether we are going to require the use of difference of 2 squares. Now we use a difference of 2 squares where we have perfect squares in there. So when we have those numbers, that require the difference of 2 squares. So with these expressions, there are 2 terms. I'm going to guide you through 4 of them. Then you're going to be required to answer the other 4 in your workbook whilst representing the answers in the comment section. So from here we start with our A, expression A. So look at the solution. So A is p²q² minus u²v². To factorize this expression, as you can see here, there is nothing common to this side, to this term and then this term. For this, there is no term that we can factorize outside. There is no number that can be factorized outside. Now when we look at this closely, we are going to be using difference of 2 squares. Now I've made you aware that difference of 2 squares, that is a² minus b². The difference of 2 squares, the name is coming as a result of the sign in between the squares over here. So a² minus b² is difference of 2 squares. Now the general identity is that I have a plus b, a minus b. Now take note, someone may decide to write a minus b first, then a plus b is the same thing. So given the expression here, this can be written as p² all squared minus uv all squared. That is, as a result of squared here, we give it a single squared. From here, this is just like what we have here. It means that our A is representing PQ, then our B is representing UV, which now implies that this is going to give us PQ minus UV bracket PQ plus UV. We are done with the first one. That is our A. Moving on to the B, which is 25 a² minus 49b². We're going to factorize this. From here, what do? Like I said earlier, you check if there's a common factor that can be taken outside. 25 and 49 has nothing in common. Likewise, A and B has nothing in common. So we check. There are 2 terms. If the first one doesn't work, then we consider if we can use difference of 2 squares. Like I said earlier, difference of 2 squares, 25 and 49 are perfect squares. And then I have a², I have b². So this is going to be written as 25 is the same as 5². I have my a, minus 49 is the same as 7². I have my b². From this is going to be written as 5a all squared Because there's a square, we give it a single squared here. Minus 7b all squared. From this, all that is required of us is just to write this in the identity of difference of two squares, which now become 5a plus 7b, 5a minus 7b. Very simple. Let's move on further to so this is a C. Like I said, I'll be doing A, C, E, and G. I'll be doing the one in blue. You'll be required to work the one in black in your workbooks. So let's go to E. Question E. I have 250v squared minus 490b squared. Here, like I've been saying, with two terms, you check the first one if there's a common factor that you can take outside. If not, you check whether you are factorizing using difference of two squares. Now 250v squared, there's a common factor. A number that can go into 250 and 490 at the same time. 10 can go into 250 at the same time 490. So 10 goes into 250, so I have 25v squared minus 10 go into 490, I have 49b squared. Hope you are following. Now 10 is a common factor to both the first and second term. Now this here is going to be written as 10 out. Now 25 can be written as 5 squared. Then I have my v squared here. Minus 49 can be written as 7 squared. I have my b squared over here. So what is in the bracket is difference of two squares. We go ahead with my 10 out. 5 squared v squared is now written as 5v all squared. 7 squared b squared is written as 7b all squared. This, all that is required is you represent it in the identity of difference of two squares, which is now 10 into bracket 5v plus 7b under bracket 5v minus 7b. So this is all that is required, which can be written as 10 5v plus 7b 5v minus 7b. So this is the C. The last one to look at on my part is G. So after doing the G, you'll be required to solve B, D, F, and H in your workbooks. Now what is G? So I have 9a squared minus 4 into bracket a minus b all squared. We are going to solve this over here. From here, I have 9 a perfect squared. I have 4 a perfect squared. A is having a squared. A minus b is considered a single term because it is in a bracket, also having a squared. This can be simplified to give 3 squared a squared minus, so the 9 has been written as 3 to the power 2. Then 4 is now written as 2 to the power 2 into bracket a minus b all squared. From here, all that we have to do, consider all as a term, give it a single squared. So this will give us 3a all squared. So the square has now been simplified as a single squared, so 3a. Minus, this also can be written as 2, so a minus b all squared. Hope you understand this. So here the square is both for the 2 and then for a minus b. So here, all that is required just write this in the identity of difference of two squares, which is now going to give us 3a minus, what we have here is 2 into bracket a minus b. So this is 1. The other side, 3a plus 2 into bracket a minus b. So hope you are getting it. 1 is minus, 1 is plus. This now goes to give us, what I have here will give us 3a. We are now moving the bracket from this side. So minus 2 multiplies this, minus 2a. Minus 2 times minus will give us plus 2b. This is for this bracket. When we come to this bracket, I have 3a here. 2 times a will give us plus 2a. 2 times minus b will give us minus 2b. From here, 3a and 2a are like terms. So what do? We can simplify this. 3a minus 2a will give us a. Then what is left here? Plus 2b. This is 1. Then the other one, 3a plus 2a are also like terms. You can add them, giving us 5a minus 2b. So I've taken you through 4 of the examples here, and you are required to work the other 4 in your workbooks. So whilst I'll be waiting for the other 4, let's get interactive in the comment section. If there was something you want me to throw more light on, I'll gladly do that. Until then, see you on the next one. Goodbye.